Alright guys, today we're gonna replace the turbo inlet hose and the filter, the exhaust filter. And we're gonna start by removing this clip. I gotta take this bolt out, take this apart, take the clamp off, and take this clamp off, and also take this part out. This, and there's one in the back. Take that out. Start there, and this is what I'm replacing it with. I'll show you guys. I got worried when I see in this bag full of oil, but they say that's normal, so don't worry about that if you decide to go with this brand. Get the clamps, and here's the hose. Why did I decide to go with this brand and not the $50–$60 one on eBay? Oh, because I got a lot of money put into the car. That's why I don't want to go with the cheap hose. So let's get this started. Oh yeah guys, before you start, do remove the battery positive wire. Alright guys, so for now we're just gonna need a long Phillips screwdriver, and we're gonna take this off. It's kind of hard holding the phone and doing this at the same time. Got nobody to help me, so that just means you could do it yourself. Alright, let's take this off. There's that. Does this one even have memory? It's got 10 minutes. Alright, so now we're to a flat screwdriver. Gotta take some of these hose clamps off. So let's get this started. Oh, freaking cats. What the heck? Cooper! Alright, let's get... Alright, so I changed to my flat screwdriver. And we're gonna take this clamp off. Pop this hose out. There's one. Take this one off. Actually, we'll leave this one to the side like that. Alright, now I gotta take this screw off. Or you can actually pop this one out too. This one here. You can actually just take it out of the way. This, it's freed. Already got it out. I'm just gonna leave it loose like that so I can get it under. Alright, whatever. It's out already. Alright, now I gotta get this back clamp out, and this one's gonna be a pain, so I gotta get some other tools for that. Alright, hold on a second, let me get some tools. Alright, so next you need a 10mm wrench, and take this bolt out here. That goes to your inlet hose clamp, right there in the back, next to the turbo. So we're gonna take that out. I got that clamp off. Now we got to take this clamp off, smaller one here, and this sensor clamp. So let's take this one off first, and then with the flathead, just or press it down with your finger, and then try to press on it with your screwdriver. Get that off. There it goes. Alright, we're gonna we're gonna remove this cap. It's got 2 bolts on it. Be careful, don't break these. Pinch them a little and pop them out. Alright, now we gotta take, where is it at? This bolt out here, take that out just to make it easier. Alright, so this one here is a 9/16. There is a bit of oil that comes out. No worries. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Remove this. You don't want to lose it. Hold on to it. Alright, so this now you can just put it aside. Just leave it there. Don't worry. Alright, so next, gotta try to pop this hose up. So I'm gonna take this out. That's where the hose goes. Just break that off. And now it's easier to move the inlet. But we gotta get this over. There it goes. Alright, one more thing. I gotta remove one more thing. Alright guys, so that wasn't easy. It was a pain to remove that. So I removed the inlet hose from the back. Now I gotta remove this so I can get it out easier. And I'm just gonna cut it off. Alright guys, so I cut it off. And now it should pop out easily. Alright, here it comes. Here it goes. goes. This is where it ripped. You can see it's all beat up. Alright. So here we're comparing both. You can see this one's a lot thicker, actually. I'm gonna cap this. I don't need it because I have a front mount intercooler. So this I really don't care for. So I found a water cap. And we're gonna put it on with some crazy glue. It fits perfectly in there. Alright guys, I'm having a bit of a trouble. So I was putting in the hose and it's getting all dinged up. It's getting all dinged up. A bunch of marks all over the place. So I took it out because it wasn't going in easily. And the mechanics that replaced my gas lines, they left the screws facing up, and that's where it's hitting the hose. So I gotta bring those down so it stops stinging the hose. It's pretty bad. It looks pretty bad. Yep. Really bad. That sucks. Alright, so next we're gonna lubricate it. Here's the lubricant. Don't ask me where it came from. I just found it in the house somewhere. And we're gonna put it on so it slides in there easier. Crap. It's not as easy as it looks. So try to jerk it in there. Crap, I grabbed my finger. Alright, so I got them all done. So it was that one there. There's that one in the back. That one. And then there was a couple over here in the back. There's one right there. Yep. Goddamn mechanics. Shop Flagstaff. What was the name? Auto Rehab. There you go. Alright guys, just a heads up. If you end up doing this hose and you don't want to get it all dinged up like I did, just go ahead and look at these things, the screws, little things. I found another one. So it's this one right here. See that? I'm gonna file that down because the hose goes right on it, and I think that's one of the ones that did the most damage because it's really sharp. So I'll file that down. Just heads up. Alright guys, big difference. You see that? That's a big difference there. Alright guys, I gave up for a little while. It's too hard to get it in. I don't know how the other guys get it in there so easily. They either work for perrin or I don't know. It's just, it's not easy. It's not easy. So I call my brother. He thinks he can get it. We'll see about that. Alright guys, today is second day working on this, and tell you the truth, I don't even think it's worth buying the perrin, just because you gotta do a lot of adjustments. Like this here supposed to go back in here, but this sits right on top. Like, I don't know why didn't they just do the right measurements on that. And then back here, that sensor broke. It broke off because actually it broke off, then I had to grind it to fit it in there right, because the turbo inlet hose is just too wide. It's too wide. So, and it just don't fit in there right, and it gets a lot of freaking bruises. Look at that right there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got scrape marks all over the place. I don't know. Then I had to remove all the turbo hoses. I had to take all my tools out. Mallet, freaking grinder. It's a nightmare. It's not easy. Not easy at all. So now it's just about putting everything together and see how it works out. But maybe I should have just went with the regular stock one. I don't know. Really think about it, guys. I don't know if it's worth. I don't know if the performance is worth it. We'll see. Alright guys, we're in day 3 on this project, and we're just gonna put the intercooler pipes back on, and maybe after that, maybe the air intake.
After that, everything else should be good.
I think after that, maybe take it out for a test run. Psych. I don't know. Friday.
Friday.
I wonder what brand this blow valve is.
Huh? Turbo Smart.
Turbo Smart? Yeah. Turbo Smart. Boom, right there. Dual
port.
Dual ports. La otra metric.
Put that one right there. should be good.
Alright, agarra el este and intake. Oh, the sensor is on the old one.
Yeah, we gotta take the sensor off. What did it?
Alright guys, next we're gonna install the sensor from the old
Intake to the new one.
So what do you think? You think it's gonna make a difference?
Hopefully.
You think it's gonna give me like what, 20 horsepower?
Probably
Like one?
like negative.
-2?
Yeah, cause
I should have just got the cheap one then.
yeah.
You think it's worth the troubles? That like 3 days of work?
After that, these two. This couple. Put that one in here. This one goes here. Cut these in. Like that. But this one's gonna go here. And now I need this one. This one. And just slide in that plastic piece. Put it here. Just like that. This one's getting.
This one's not all the way on the bottom.
No, this one, it's getting in the way. This one, the intake. But
It's too high?
yeah, well, there, I got it. That's it. Let me just tighten this one up with this coupling. I think that one's too high, so we're gonna have to change that one.
But hold on.
After that, we just tighten up the.
Is it level though? Or is it
Yeah.
still off?
No, it's fine. It's perfect. That's how it's supposed to be. And then we just gotta tighten all these.
¿Sí pudieron poner la otra manguera dentro?
Sí.
Stick it in as far as put the filter on, that way we can make sure that's gonna be
Before
the
we
right
tighten.
size.
Right before we tighten. Full of oil.
I know, it's all full of oil. I told them. They said it was normal.
Looks like it's good quality.
Tienes que lo agarrar.
Gotta put it in right there. Right about there. That looks good. Now we're just gonna tighten all the clamps. We should be good. Let's just tighten up all the clamps.
the video is gonna be like probably 20 minutes, 30 minutes long, and it took like 3 days, but not like the whole day. Probably like what, like an hour, 2 hours a day. So like 6 hours. So like 6 hours to do the whole thing,
Yeah.
like non-stop.
The sensor. Just make sure everything else is tight. It's tight. It's tight. We gotta do that one.
Oh yeah, that one's capped.
Everything else is good.
Alright, let me find a cap for that. God damn. It's a hose clamp. For now, till we get another a good one. It looks good though. Just gotta clean it. Started smoking after I started the car for the first time. It's probably the oil, because that thing's full of oil. So it could be that. I don't know. Alright guys, we're gonna take it out for a test drive. Let's see how it does. Holy smokes! That's freaking fast. So I guess it is running better than the other stock inlet hose. After the troubles, I say go ahead. Go ahead and buy it. if you got 6 hours of time to put it in.